Hi, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome to your reading for June 2018. This is Memorial Day weekend. It just so happens to be raining where I'm at, so I thought what a great day to do some readings. And I was going to do another sign, but you just kept coming to mind. You kept coming to mind. So, that means I'm meant to do your reading. And that's what we're going to do. So, how I've been starting the readings is talking about your major arcana. Actually, reading about your major arcana through the cards that I really use the most, which are the Tarot Illuminato. I look at them as right now as the main player, and, then I have my backups, kind of like, kind of like a baseball team, Anyway, I very seldom read the books attached to the cards, just because I read intuitively, but I love what was written here. I just love their description of each major arcana. And it's kind of a different view of it. So I'm going to read it. By the way, it's by Kim Huggins and Eric Dunn. Alright, so the moon, your card. It's called the Silver Road of Shadows and Tides. Now you must return through the Valley of the Moon, treading the wind, shadowy path of illusion upon which everything will shift and flow. There are tides throughout the universe, and you are not only part of them, but you also have them deep within. And it is by my light that you love and hate, fear, and feel joy, fall in love, and out again. Yet my light has no power of its own, borrowing light from the sun, and I transmit this truth to you so that you might not be blinded. But the light never reaches you complete. There is bound to be distortion. Do not fear, for even in the shadows there is a resemblance to truth. They owe their existence to the light. Yet do not tarry. The wolves are baying for blood, and soon the hounds will follow. But the thing to truly fear is neither wild beast nor allies turned enemy. Fear only fear itself, rising up fear from your own subconscious, a strange primal creature made only of survival instinct, left over from when the world was nothing but thrashing teeth, ripping jaws, and darkness. Walk through the valley of the moon, and fear not the shadows. Know only that this silver road is a promise and preparation for what is to come. Wow, it's pretty deep. I may have to read that a few times. It's almost like the truth, but, it makes me feel like what I do here in Tarot. Like, I get to see so much of it, and the rest I have to dig for, right? Or trust in, I guess. So I feel like what it's talking about is, you see that glimmer of truth, but also your intuition, the two of them together. And then trusting within that, right? Especially with Neptune, which can be fun, can be playful, is loving, all of the above, but can easily make you, not make you, but you can create illusion, right? Grandeurs of illusion. But it's only until you become aware of that. You know, sometimes putting someone on a pedestal that maybe hasn't quite earned their way to it. You know, all out of love. At least that's always your intention. Because I know people are going to say, well, I dated a Pisces, and of course, it was hell. And maybe it was. You know, maybe it was. But there's so many different elements, right? It's not just, you know, your sun, your moon, your rising. There's so many different elements that you don't want to just look at one side. But that is what happens. So, you know, I was just thinking, you are the opposite of me. I am Virgo. But I get you so well. I mean, I really do. And vice versa, I believe. And it's almost like if we, you know, it's almost like if there could be a balance between the two of us, the Virgo and the Pisces, you know, it would be fantastic. But without that balance, it's night and day. Yet, each to learn from the other, right? Look at that, the King of Pentacles just popped out. I didn't cut the cards yet, so we'll just look. I have the King of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles. You know, the King popped up first. And I feel like it is the King who, you know, this may be an offer. This may be opportunity coming your way regarding work. You know, how do I say, you know, you may go in, you may have to go on the bottom floor like the rest of us. I don't know how to say it. You may have to. But there is a lot of experience to be learned, you know, as you climb that ladder, so to speak. But I feel like there's someone attached that is really bringing you good news, like good news regarding your stability. You know, you could certainly work with this King, but I feel like it's more about what he is offering. But that could be a scenario. You know, we'll see. Okay, so we'll keep them in mind. Okay. You know, I want to throw out Taurus for some. Okay, let me get into this. So, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, whatever brought you here, you know, you're intuitively guided. You're here for a reason. Welcome. You know, keep an open mind. You know, when I read, I don't add judgment at all. I'm not even looking at it in that way. Like I'm looking at it from outside of it. And I feel like that's how you need to look at it. Yeah, because if this is about pain or what have you, and you're fuming and you're watching this, you're not going to pick up the message, right? Where did I read that it's impossible to grieve and love at the same time? I thought to myself, is that true? Because, you know, I am going through the grieving process. But it doesn't make me love my daughter any less, but I'm not sure if they meant that type of love. I'm not sure. Okay. I want to say, let the show begin. You know, and I have to tell you real quick, I sat down to do your reading. I had a different light on. I felt in a very, like mysterious type of mood. I had the lights lower because it's raining here, so it's, you know, it's quite, you know, I want to say dull. It's quite dull. The light is dull. But then I went to do your reading and something made me stop and check the camera, and I noticed that it had an error. It stopped. It never recorded me. So thank God I didn't do your whole reading. But after that, I felt like I needed to get up and get energized. So this is so strange. I got up and I have weights in my living room because I've been doing them, and something made me go pick them up, and I just started lifting some weights and started almost like chanting, or, you know, saying, I am powerful. I am, you know, I am love. I am loved. I am, you know, I am beauty. I am kindness. I am strength. I am power. You know, I am everything. I am creator. You know, and I kept lifting what I do is like a curl, and then I go straight up, and then I go back to do triceps, back up, down, and then back down. Anyway, so I did that, and here we are, and I changed my lighting, made it brighter in here, so I don't know, some of you may have just experienced a dark time, but it's showing me that it's changeable. Maybe you're feeling down and dark, but it's showing me just like when I went and picked up those weights and started saying those affirmations, and I just allowed myself to get lost in it. And just roll off my tongue, whatever wants to roll off my tongue. It gives you a sense of power. You no longer feel like you're in that dark place. So, you know, that's how I look at it. I am only going to benefit, right? Even though sometimes I'm in that dark place, if I use something like walking or weights or something that takes my mind off it, it's only going to benefit me in multiple ways. In multiple ways. Okay. My gosh, I'm sorry. That was a long speech, but maybe somebody needed to hear that. Okay. Pisces. Sun, moon, and rising. Those intuitively guided. Those who love a Pisces and are in love with a Pisces. What can we know for the month of June? We're coming as a group to the veil to see through the veil. It really is rightfully ours anyway. It's Pisces. What's going on? I have the Six of Pentacles, have the Death card, card of Scorpio, card of Endings, and I have the Seven of Cups. I'm going to try to get your cards all out before I start talking. I'm going to try. We have the Eight of Cups, I just have to throw out there, I don't know why I'm feeling this, but I feel like someone got a new toy and they don't know how to handle it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's almost like seeing the internet for the first time and not believing how many options are out there, right? But it's almost a, um, feels immature, you know. Because I feel like it is, yeah, feeling that way, but it's almost telling me because I don't know, because it's talking about technology and seeing things for the first time. I almost feel like I have someone who is, I don't know, at least 38 and above, maybe even older. Can be younger, but I'm just not feeling that. I'm definitely feeling there's experience within them, but I don't know. Okay, let's keep going. I have the Eight of Cups that follows that. I have the Princess of Swords. I feel like if you're doing something, I kind of want to say against your girlfriend or boyfriend. I don't feel like it's a husband or wife. Just like the moon said, it is, matter of fact, here's this Eight of Cups. And I don't mean to throw doubt out there or anything because I feel like you're already aware of this. Um, it just feels like I'm being pulled by the moon. Yeah, I just don't feel that it's what you really want, or this is someone else, right? It's almost like they're being lured in. Yeah. Hmm. It's like, I don't know, it just feels like someone walking into an illusion. But I have the partner here aware of that, as aware as they could be. Okay. I don't feel like things are on the out, everything is out in the open. And listen, I know this is taking, I know this is not what your whole reading is about, but it is someone's story. Um, I'm looking at this Princess of Swords, and I know that, her sword is pointing up to the Death card, and she's looking over that Eight of Cups, and I know that she's aware. She is intuitively aware, at least, but I feel it's a little more. She may not have all the facts, right? Because there, is it even worth gathering all the facts? You're right, right? Because I feel like she's saying, I know enough. I know enough. I do feel like she or he um, wants to, may want to put an end to this. Listen, it's more than you or they can take, and what I mean by that is, it's almost like you feel that someone is yearning, right? Being lured in. But it doesn't have to be like by one person. It can be just by what feels new. Um, hmm. And, I don't know. I don't know whether to feel sorry for this person because, you know, um, it's weird because I'm looking at this death card and through that I'm seeing, this may sound weird, but I'm feeling strength. Like I'm feeling a lot of strength, power almost. I mean, it's finality. But I'm feeling that power of it. Almost like I come in and introduce it, and I'm not. That's not what I meant. And it's almost like, I don't know, someone's getting lost in the internet because it's almost like saying you have to have, like, you got to be much stronger, right? You got to have much more balance. And this person's kind of lost in a world. This could even be a child, like lost in a world of the internet in illusion. There's so much being offered, but it is not all good. I have the Eight of Wands. So I mean, there is action. There is swift movement, and attached to this Queen or this Princess of Wands. So it's funny how I was just gonna say we don't have any Cups cards, but yes, we do. We have two. Three. What the heck? I mean, wow, it's like I was blinded to them. I sat there and looked at it and I did not see one cup card, but my gosh, we have the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Death card, which is card Scorpio, water, Cancer. Um, I don't know. I feel like if this is your child, Because I feel over here in the Six of Pentacles, like, I feel that there was balance. Like, there was balance. You know, it's, like, I feel the best of the Six of Pentacles. I feel the, loving energy, the, charitable energy, the doing for each other without really expecting anything back. It just naturally comes. And it may be that's the way someone was, but then all of a sudden, I don't know why, like, they get, they get, it's almost like it should have been stopped before it started. I'm just feeling so many different things. I'm feeling for some of you, I'm feeling for a lot. This is about the internet, and this is about choices, and there's too many. For some, it is about the child, and it's too many, like, it's affecting, because again, even in the Eight of Cups, like, I am walking, that's what I felt like, I'm walking towards illusion, but I don't kind of feel it, like, I don't know it. And the Princess of Pentacles, or the Princess of Swords, she's not the Queen yet, so, she's not the one to hold back her words. Not that the Queen of Swords does either, but the Queen of Swords can just cut this person, cut it out, cut the element out, or cut the person out. But the Princess of Swords may live within the mental energy of this, right? Of having to deal with someone else going through that. It's like you're trying to reach them, but, I have 8 here, 8 here. I got 6, 7, 8, 8. Well, there's our Queen of Swords. So this is the ability to cut, again, is it cutting a person out or cutting out their activity? For some of you, I feel it's like cutting out that activity, but I feel like it's replacing it. Like if they're lost in a room, it's replacing it with nature. I almost feel like if I just, even though it's saying cut, it's not serving. I still feel like if this is a partner that you are with or a child, it's about, have a plan. If you're trying to, it's almost like you're trying to save them from themselves, because they're in they're in an illusion. But you need to have like a plan in place, like, I don't know, I feel like you need to get them out, get them into nature, get them active in nature. Very strange. I mean, not strange, but and for some of you, this could be this other person like receiving messages from other people, text messages, but I do have to say that they went after it too. I hate to say that, but I feel that. That's what I'm feeling like. Boy, have I been feeling this in a lot of readings. Very strange. It must be something in planetary action. It's almost like it's making people go mad. But at the same time, there is a rebirth. All right, so we're going to bring in the crystal vision. And I'm just looking at this, I have 8 and 8, 16, which equals a 7. That can be difficult mental energy. That can be sneaky energy around you. Okay. But listen, again, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I don't feel like, I'm bringing this down. I don't feel like, I'm letting you in on this. I feel like you already know this, because I feel because I do feel like it could have been stopped, but maybe you thought it ended. I don't know. I don't know if I'm talking about an affair because I don't feel that, but I do feel like the other side being stimulated in some way, probably mentally. This could be someone who is mostly they feel like they've lost control, and it feels a little overwhelming. I don't know. Okay. I have Judgment here, Major Arcana. I really wasn't ready to take, I was going to start the Six of Pentacles, yet my eye was on the Eight of Cups. That's really what I was looking over. And it's weird because the first thing I see is the trumpet of Judgment, and Judgment is a beautiful card, but yet I feel like it's that call of the trumpet. I feel like there are a few of you who are dealing with someone, or you yourself you could drink too much. It could be becoming very unhealthy for you now. On the other end of that, if you're with someone who's like that, because I almost feel like there's an intervention. I feel like there's a gathering of family members to help this person. I have the Ace of Cups. This is being done out of love, definitely. I have the King of Pentacles. I have the Two of Swords. I know, it's a lot of cards, but the Queen of Cups. I have the Ten of Cups. And I have the Two of Pentacles. Someone's definitely... This is a decision. I feel like this is ultimately for those... If this is love for you. This is talking about love. It's coming down to a decision. And, I mean, there's beautiful cards around it. right? But why these decisions? Right? Because if I was just to look at the cards, I'd be like, oh, it's beautiful. We have the Ace of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. Life is great. But there's something underlying. There's some reason why um, hmm. It's almost like someone's searching for that Ten of Cups. For some reason, unsure. Because I have the Queen of Cups right here. And this could very well be your energy. Or this can be your energy thinking about this for some of you. Certainly another water sign, but also I have earth, but I also have air. But, this is a judgment over love regarding what feels like the King of Pentacles. And if I'm taking it into the Ten of Cups, I am over here. It's almost like this is my intuition, and part of me is just not making a decision on that, right? But it's also showing me something because material-wise, I feel like we're going into a different storyline here, to be honest. Because I really do. I just feel like we're talking about a different storyline, and I kind of feel like this is you now within this Eight of Cups. This is you seeking, because I feel that's what you're doing. You're seeking love. But, you're just not sure whether to open your heart here or not. It's a mental thing, but it's also got something to do with your material world. All right, I just want to look at these twos real quick. Somebody could definitely be coming back around, and all you really, I don't want to say all you remember, but you may still remember like the shadow side of them, right? Because it doesn't seem to be, trust seems to be a little bit of an issue here. Communication could have been cut off, for sure. Okay, wow. Well, I just so happened to glance at the bottom of the deck. There's the Two of Cups. So, I mean, here you are not being able to make a decision over something. And I'm looking, it's the 8 on one element, and on the other element, it's the 2. So there's your 10 of Swords. So this is going to cause, um, this needs to, there's something within this that needs to come out, be made aware of, right? I also feel like this is saying, you got to trust your intuition here. By the way, I want you to remember, we moved on from the other person who's getting kind of lost in their own world. Here, I feel like you're having a really hard time deciding about someone. Um, mean, literally. But it's showing me a rebirth here also. I have to say that. It's showing me a rebirth. And it's showing me that it's based out of desire, right? So what it is that you desired, right? Or even they desired. Or maybe both. So it started with the desire. Well, honestly, it started with the balance. Goes into the desire, right? I could certainly be dreaming about someone, right? Um, it's just weird because I felt like for some of you, like, you literally can't wait to go to bed at night. You can't wait to dream. Be careful of that too. I get it though. But anyway, this is what it was based out of, right? So here comes this rebirth. And let me tell you, we're in a very lucky time. So not just lucky, but it's almost like Saturn telling us like to make choices, right? To be more that was a word, like have more strength within ourselves. Like, like definitely fear. And you're not listening to your intuition. And perhaps they lack a little money, you know, um, but I don't think that matters. It's not that they lack money, and it may be nothing like that, but it feels like, maybe they don't make quite the money because I feel like somehow it's going to affect your finances too. But someone's like an afterthought, even though you're kind of stuck there. You have this too, and it's like passion coming back. What are you not seeing? There's the Queen of Pentacles, right? So, this is energy of passion, of, definitely coming in, grounded energy also. Exactly what I was talking about for you earlier. And, we have a couple. Doesn't mean that you have to be a pentacle, right? You can be who you are, but it's showing us a pretty steady, sturdy, loyal type of couple. Definitely passion, but I kind of feel like the passion is reserved. So it may be an earth sign because it's weird I said that like it's reserved. It's almost like you don't get to see that part, which I could totally relate to. Um, until this person knows you well. Well, I mean, you're a soulmates, so. Hmm. What I like here with Two of Cups too is, this moon is clear. Little fairies dancing around there. But, because you're going off the moonlight here again. Such a Pisces type of card. And it's so funny because that is my, I don't know what you call it, your icon? Oh my god, it's almost like I'm this person. But that's what I say about following the moon. And that's what it looks like here. Okay. Oh, why am I putting that away? Okay. Let me break this down just a little bit more. Because I know this is about soulmate energy. I know this is about two people um, who definitely want the same thing, right? But there's someone who is holding back. It definitely feels like it's out of fear. But yet, it's something that you wanted because, it feels like there's growth here for both. Growth, right? But you got to get out of here. Got to follow your intuition. I'm just hoping you're going to do it because I have what feels real over here. And over here, it doesn't feel real. This is real. This is what I think is real. This is what's being asked, right? Love, asking me to come with an open heart, be my authentic self. Some reason I'm having to, there is resistance to that, and this is where I put myself within the Eight of Swords, trapping myself. Again, here comes the fear, right? So I wanted to say Ace of Cups, here it is, but each way I have fear. Even though there is a chance, this may be the way you're thinking, there's a chance that this could be the forever after. But there's a chance this could not be. And it seems like your fear steps in the way. This may be a habit because, again, I'm noticing that it equals up to the Ten of Swords. And that tells me that you may be basing this decision on past hurts, past lessons not understood, misunderstood. For some of you, it's weird. I feel like you're trying so hard to feel a connection, to feel it. And I feel like this is very small of you, and it almost has nothing to do with this, but it's like you're trying to feel a connection that doesn't exist. Don't know what I mean. It's almost like trapping yourself within an illusion of someone. Okay, but I don't feel like this person exists. Maybe someone on the internet that you haven't physically met, right? Because again, it feels like there's doubt. Well, your intuition again is standing out here, and that was just for a small few of you. Okay. Wow. I don't even know what we were clarifying. The Eight of Cups. Wow. All right, so we get a couple different things there, but the last storyline we're working on is, is this energy. Look at the water around that King of Pentacles. Are you being over and emotional? Pisces? I mean, look at the water. You know, he doesn't seem to mind, and maybe he even created it. But wow. This could definitely be someone who is very slow moving in their actions too, right? Because they're not used to opening up and being as giving as you are. Um, doesn't mean they can't be, but I feel like you got to be careful. You know, if you're dealing with someone who's reserved, because that's what I feel like. This is someone that's reserved, you know, who you know is somewhat quiet or has a reputation of being quiet, but I also feel like they're intelligent. Um, you might be just overwhelming them a little bit with emotions. They could be overwhelmed with emotions, but I'm not really, it both could be. Okay. Man, I feel like we took all the good cards. All right. So we have the moon, have your card, look at Six of Pentacles. Um, you know, again, could be Cancer. I feel like this is talking about moon cycles. Sorry, that's most of my deck. 18, 9, 9, 6. Pisces, I feel like there's a few of you who are, you may be in charge of, like a charity event. Um, you know, I don't know, but it's like, I feel like for some of you, it's like you're in charge of, or in some way involved in the putting together of, you know, I'm just gonna say it. I feel like some of you could have lost someone, but if you did, it's already happened. Okay, I'm not predicting it at all. And here's what I really feel though. I feel like whoever, you know, if that's your scenario, or it's something like that, um, it's almost like it's a boss. You know, it's that type of energy. It doesn't feel, you know, I was going to say it doesn't feel like family, but then I'm looking at the Page of Cups and I'm thinking, you know, Page certainly can represent a child. Um, I have the Eight of Cups again. I have the Knight of Swords, and I have the Three of Pentacles. It's just so weird how I'm noticing the moon, like the moon with you is bright and clear. And then we go into page and there's a little bit of haze behind it or in front of it. And then we go into the Eight of Cups and the moon is partially covered by what looks to be an elm or like a weeping willow. And then we go into the Knight of Swords and it's further away. But this knight has some healing properties to it. Um, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I almost feel like it's a personal message. It doesn't mean it's just for me, but I can see it, you know. And that's what I feel. I feel like for some it is your child, or it is someone younger, someone that you love, someone who loves you. And I do feel like they have passed. And I do feel, because I feel that they hold this power. I don't know if power is the right word. It's like they hold this capability within them that really we couldn't understand, right? We can only understand it so much. But it's like someone coming in to really help heal, because it's like you're moving from the moon into the sunlight. And it's like, you or I were unaware of it. Hmm, just want to look at the page for a second. Not that I doubt that last message, I don't. I absolutely claim it. Just Six of Swords. And what in my head, which I'm doing a lot, I'm asking questions, right? I don't always say them outward, but I'm asking questions like, I want to know, what the page is trying to tell us, like to help us with. And it is about bettering our life, right? It's something to better our life. And it's something that, it almost it does feel like it's in the works. We don't know about it. Look at that. Wow. The Four of Wands was quite beautiful. I mean, I want to say thank you, Steve. Okay. I believe and I accept. And listen, for you guys. It's gonna be from anyone who. This is what I feel. I feel like they know you, right? Like, while here, they really knew you. Whether on a soul level, it had to be on a soul level. Um, but they knew the real you, and you them. But it is a younger energy, okay? Anyways, look at this. I mean, you want to talk about the perfect person. Let's start with the number. Number 4. Stability, security, right? Secure foundation. And then we look at the horse and, white and the purity of this love, pure love. Look at the people and, I just have a feeling this man, it's almost like he found her, like he was just trotting along and there she was. He put her on his horse. Of course, it's going to be vice versa, right? But that's what I feel like, because man, this person, they're both dressed in brown. So this is someone you can count on without doubt. You can count on them. Excuse me. I feel like if you've been the one who is always used to giving, this is about getting ready to learn also how to receive, because there doesn't seem to be restriction here. And it can even be someone you know. Someone who themselves has gone through some type of healing. Okay, wow. All right, I'm going to look at the death card itself. Excuse me. Number 13. Which would end up as a 4. So this is not about anything bad. Because I have the Magician. And excuse me, I dropped some cards. I have the Sun, and I have the 7 of Pentacles. Wow. And I'm giving a little chuckle there because my son is a Leo, and I am not trying to take over your reading, and I don't think, he's not trying to take it over either. if anything, I feel like we're being taught the ability of, wow, it's like life. You know, with Seven of Pentacles here, with this Magician, this is number one, so this is about doing something new, beginning again. This is something, you know, that, yes, how to recover from, right? Maybe how to use all the elements of the Magician. But this is something, manifested. Now, I don't mean death itself, right? I don't mean that. This is something that, listen, it's trying to take you from one element to the other. It's almost like, you know, from a Pisces to a Virgo, from fire to ice. That's what I feel here. It's like trying to move you from dark to light. That's probably the best way of explaining it. You know, and what that's telling me is new things are on their way. New, you know, what feels new, but it's actually your seeds of intention. Look at that, the Tower. You know, this Tower is out in the middle of a storm. Or did the Tower itself cause the storm? I have the Knight of Pentacles. You know what I feel like here is, first thing that came to mind when I saw the Knight of Pentacles is your guardian angel. Is your guardian angel. It's almost like, you know what, felt like destruction, right? Absolutely felt like destruction. And for some of you, you know, this is about being in a dark place for a while, but about coming out of it now. You know, it's time to come out of it. Not that it's forcing you to, well, no wonder I did your reading and then went and did, no, I didn't do your reading. I sat down to do your reading. It didn't work. Then I went out, changed, you know, worked out, came back, changed the lighting. What was dim, remember I said that? It was dim, and I put my main light on. You know, it's like I went from one element to the other for you. Wow. Okay. So in a way, it's showing you how it can be done, how quickly it can be done. Even though I have the Knight of Pentacles here, I feel like it could talk about, you know, how long you've been into something, how long you've been waiting, how long you've been carrying something. But it's like it is moving you from night to day, from dark to light. Wow. Okay. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. I have the Ace of Wands. I had the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. It's crazy because I feel like card by card is a different story. But I kind of feel like we may be going backwards a little bit here. Not backwards, but we may have talked about this person already. I'm not sure. And, because I'm looking at the growth immediately, right? The 9 to the 10. Independent. Normally, even though here, they're both single. I don't want to say single, but I mean, because you don't have to be single. Independent. But you have this Ace of Wands. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 jewels on this wand. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 jewels surround the main jewel. For some of you, this could certainly be talking about someone from your past. Because the 6 is standing out to me, but yeah, it's standing out to me in a way that, because I'm thinking about jewels, and I'm thinking about the giving of. Because this feels like a new opportunity here. And, I mean, it's showing you your independence. It's showing you your capability, like what you can do on your own, right? Because this is about what you have built, what you need to be proud of, what you have overcome. For some, it's like, what you have saved, how hard you have worked to get where you're at. And, perhaps it was to have a secure future with someone that you really love, right? So it feels like a new opportunity. It's definitely looks like reignited passion. And, again, Pisces, what I feel like it's saying is, this is the energy you may need to take on in June, is a very grounded type of energy. Like, it's not all about love. It is about, for some of you, building of your career, and almost like love happening when it happens, right? Because it's right behind all of this. So it's this person, so it feels like someone, like if you own a business, or, like you feel very independent now. It's someone who was there before. If some of you, you've reached that 10 of Pentacles, and maybe it is you by yourself. It's like someone from who was there before you became all that you are. We have the Unknown card. Well, of course we do. It's weird because I'm looking at the Unknown card, and normally I feel one way, but what I was feeling here is You know, there's something about this person behind you who, there's something within their shadow, but there's something also within yours. And it's almost like that is where you spent a lot of time in that energy. Why? Like before. You know, and we have to look at the shadow. Shadow doesn't always mean bad, right? This can be someone that, you know, you used to party with a lot. You know, someone that you grew up with and used to hang out with in groups, things like that. Like back in the day when there was no responsibility, so to speak. But here's temperance. So this is about the balancing out of that energy now. And she is about timing. You know, it's like she's saying, just trust in the universe, trust in the right time. The right time will be the right time. You know, let's not forget about all that energy we had before, right? With the Two of Cups, um, you know, right here. Two of Cups, Ten of Cups. Here we have that King Pentacle, the Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, High Priestess, Judgment. I mean, you know, what a storyline right here. So I can see why something takes time. You know, I'm really starting to understand like universal timing and why we need to wait for some things. Um, you know, no title needed on love because it's like I'm looking at that energy and I'm thinking, you know, is that soulmate love? Well, of course it's soulmate love. You know, is it twin flame love? Well, I don't know if I want to say that because, you know, you need to be 100% correct when it comes to twin flame energy, you know, because there is only one other, there's, you know, it's the other half of you. It does not make you whole, right? But it helps complete you. It is, so I'm not even going to put a title on this other than it's quite a great love. I have the Five of Pentacles on the Princess of Swords. So you or someone else may have, look at that, the Five of Swords too. Wow. You know, here I feel like this Princess of Swords definitely could have cut someone out, right? It could have just been communication. Um, but man, I feel like both sides are hurting. Like both sides are taking it in different ways. And you may have, I mean, they have three swords, you have two. The chances are, if this is communication, they may have been the one to, I don't know. You know, they may have originally just like stopped contacting you or just communicating with you. And it became too much, right? Because, you know, I'm not living the life I expected to live here. You know, I'm living half the life. Excuse me. Look at that. Three swords. How could it be anything else? This doesn't have to be extreme heartache, right? But this is, swords are overwhelming the earth again. Before we had water overwhelming earth, but now it's swords. So a lot of mental energy, which really isn't you, Pisces, but, well, I feel there's a real need for you to be careful that, like, what do I want to say? Make sure it's what you want, because, I do feel that you feel the pain of it too. And how could you not? But it's weird because, like, this may just be a temporary split that I'm talking about right now. I have the Wheel of Fortune because that's what it's feeling like. Like it'll come back around again. I have the Four of Cups and the King of Wands. So for some of you, this could be a fire sign who is really starting to feel the loss of your presence, the loss of your energy, becoming discontent within their own life. Bored without you. They also may feel like, like this may be somebody who wants to reach out, but they're afraid to reach out, right? Maybe it's been a little while, but I feel like the energy is supporting that. And by the way, I think you're both missing each other. But I feel like this is a female male situation. I feel like the female, the female may reach out first. And the male, if you don't reach out, I feel like, I kind of feel like the female will just have no choice but to move on. Um, this feels scattered to me, this reading. I feel like I'm weaving in between storylines, but yet in some way they all merge. I have the Prince of Wands. I have the Nine of Swords, and I have the Three of Wands. So someone may be worried that someone else is a player, is out playing the field. A lot of worry in that, as a matter of fact. But, the Nine of Swords can be over imagination too, though, right? Like over building the story in your head. Because, a lot of this is about unnecessary worry. So maybe you feel like this is what they're doing. You may be hearing news of that, gossip of that. But I feel like nonetheless, God, it just doesn't feel as bad as you think. Because I feel either way, you're fine. I'm going to look at this page. It's almost like we're going... Okay, that's way too much. What the heck? I think you were trying to learn the facts about someone. Again, whether someone was doing something probably against your back. I think that was your initial intention. I feel like it got carried away. I feel like, maybe there may have been truth to the matter. Um, but I also feel like it went a little bit overboard. I feel like it's talking about people holding on too tightly to a certain idea, a certain belief, a certain, it feels restrictive and unwilling to bend, to move. Like, but yeah, with the Queen of Wands, it's like the action, because, this is someone you definitely still have passion for. And, together or not, I know that you're going to be okay, but I know the one thing it's saying is you got to get out of your head, because your head is building bigger stories than what actually exists, okay? Even if this is someone you leave, you want to be aware of that within yourself, okay? Definitely for the future, be aware of that. Because I feel like I'm overthinking that someone is being a player. The Fool. I feel like, normally the Fool, I feel such freedom and joy, but I feel like for some of you, it's like, look before you leap. Just look before you leap, but still, it's not about not going forward. It's about just watch your step, watch your own, like, um, it could be like pull in, I don't know how to say it. Because for a few of you, I feel like you're kind of in an emotional state, but I feel like it's definitely over love. And, even if there's a new beginning here, I feel like it's saying, because again, I've been feeling energy of you could be overwhelming a little bit, okay, in this type of circumstance. Of course, not everyone. This is talking about certain circumstances. I'm not talking about like you're always like that. Hit the Strength card. Beautiful. The Strength talks about, much like the Fool, taking a leap, right? Taking a leap of faith, going forward, not carrying the past. The Strength card is a reminder that every challenge you have gone through, you've only built more and more strength. You've only added more and more, I don't know, good intentions to your basket of intentions. You've overcame many challenges, and um, I feel like it's saying give yourself a lot more credit versus judgment. So maybe you look back at the things you didn't do or you didn't say, but you're not looking at what you did do and that type of thing. Six of Wands, that's victory. You know, it's victory after quite a climb. You know, it's almost like, because this comes from the Five of Wands before that, and that can really talk about competition. You know, it's almost like three competing, right? You know, or one could even be you, two competing. Yeah, and now the next challenge, the next layer, only two remain. Well, to get to the top of the mountain, you had to win this wand, and here you are. So, you know, this is talking about not everyone understanding who they are and their ability to climb to the top. You know, what power here. Definitely reminding you who you are. Definitely reminding you the victories you've had with your own challenges, right? Because there's a need to remind you so when you move forward, it's not about taking that with you. You know, it's just not. Okay. You know, I think I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. Yeah, I know. No, I got to do final clarification. It's almost like I didn't want to leave it there because it still feels a little scattered to me. So I'm hoping this final clarification will will bring it all in. Final clarification. I don't know why, but a card wanted me to look at Five Staffs in reverse, which is good. More about understanding. All right, final clarification. Whatever needs to come through. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Look at that, we have the Two Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. Whoa. Okay, we're going to take the ones that flew to the floor. Okay, just one. Oh my god, 10 of Pentacles. Well, hello. The Eight of Pentacles. Look at the Pentacles. So we've gone from all that water to now being much more grounded. This is about opposites. This is about being aware of your opposite, you know. And learning to take on some of those characteristics. That's what helps keep you balanced, because I'm seeing so much balance here. You know, so we have this Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Possibly. But we do have the Ten of Pentacles with that too. We have the Emperor. And I have that Five of Pentacles again. Look at the Pentacles. So, all Pentacles except for in the middle. I wasn't going to take these, but I'm going to take them real quick. So I have the Prince of Wands. The Ten of Wands. The Death card. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That is the, that's the Death card. This is the Knight of Pentacles. So I have love and stability. You know, I have love and stability, but it didn't come easy. You know, I feel like like for some of you, you've been thrown off your path, like some type of tower moment may have happened, and it may have, you know, in one way forced you down a different direction, because I feel like this would happen. This could have been like a year ago, or longer, but again, it's showing me the struggle, but it's showing me the purpose to it. You know, even with the Emperor ending in the middle, you know, the ruler. This is, you know, about, look at the strength here. Wow. You know, he has a Ten of Wands here, and then I have the Death card. Both endings, right? Ten of Wands, I put a lot of struggle in to get here. Death card talks about an ending that I should not resist, right? I shouldn't resist it. And I feel like what it's showing me is a time of feeling, you know, I want to say the word left out of life, left out of love. I just feel like it's saying it's coming to an end. Purpose behind it, and what you have learned, you're going to use. Like, you're going to use it in your future. You're going to see how it comes to play and how it helps. So it's like you're going to see your own lesson play out, but it looks like in the best of ways. I feel like you deserve this. I feel like this is the universe is saying, like, you deserve this type of love. I also feel like it's showing me that, you know, it's not talking about people who have not put any work in towards their own life, because you have. But it's about new beginnings, right? New. Guardian angel energy. Love. Strength. And stability. You know, pretty much everything in here. So, quite beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. Really interesting. I need to add up these pentacles real quick. 15, 6. Beautiful. So it's balance here. 8, like infinity. 6 and 8 is 13, 14, which is a 5. So, some of you are seeing growth right now, like within your material world. Even if it's been slow coming. But listen, you got to jump on the horse. You got to say yes. It's like, part of this was about becoming the ruler of your own land, your own, yourself. Because you're going to be using these lessons. And you're just going to be thankful. You're going to see, it's like one day you're going to just say, oh, I get it. I understand. I'm starting to understand my journeys, right? Because you've had more than one. Think of chapters in a book. This is this is one chapter in your book. Okay, guys, I'm going to let it be there. I love you so much, you know that. And I wish you the best month of June. I wish for those who are looking for true love that it find you. And those who are looking for abundance, that it find you. And listen, I just hope it all finds you. I really do. And me too. Okay, Pisces, I love you guys. And I know I keep saying Pisces because I know there's a lot of people intuitively guided here too. But I think it's only fair, I have to say their name. So thank you all. Thank you all for your subscriptions and your likes, your shares, your comments, your beautiful your donations. Thank you for everything. I'm really feeling very grateful, and it's because of you. So thank you so much. Stay grounded this month. Love, but be balanced. Okay. Great things can happen. Great things will happen. You just got to believe that. You got to know it. Change that energy. If you're in that darkness, know that there was a reason why I needed to change my energy before I began, even though I felt kind of dark and mysterious and kind of felt excited to do the reading that way. No, I needed to change my energy. So that's for you, so thank you. Thank you for the biceps. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.